everyone, it's me, Creature, and I'm here today to show you guys my newest devlog for DREAMEATER, the RPG game that I'm currently making in Unity 6. This week I actually had to re-import my project from 22.3.5 or 2.2, something like that, into Unity 6 because I was having some memory leak issues, and I was asking people like what I should do about that, and importing your project into Unity 6 usually fixes that. So that's what I did, and I'm actually really excited to try out this new version of Unity because I've never used it before. So I'm actually really liking it so far, but I obviously have to get used to some things because they're like in different places now and some of the UI looks different. But yeah, this week I worked on some new systems. I added a new enemy, like a mini boss. I'm hoping to add like 2 more mini bosses to this game, and then I also really worked on the last couple of scenes, because I built them in different scenes, unlike the first like game room. Like the game room has like all the rooms that I have at the beginning of the game, just because it made more sense to just do everything in one room. That way there's not like a lot of scene loading and stuff like that for the player. It just makes more sense to me, since this is a simple 2D game. It's not like anything huge or 3D, so it shouldn't take or really stress out a computer as much as like something that's 3D and uncompressed and has a lot of like assets in it. But yeah, I started working on like the items and putting the items in the room, and hopefully in the next couple of days, whenever I have time off from work, I can work on like adding the actual system that goes with the items in the game manager, and all the logic that goes in of, did the player pick up this item, or did the player pick up this item, or did the player complete this room, or did the player choose this or that, because that'll be important too later on, because I want to do like a handful of choice-based things. And then I am also really proud of how the new rooms that came out, you'll see them later, and also I might cover and censor some of this stuff because I want to like keep a secret for all of the things that are really important at the end of the game, so I don't want spoilers or anything. So that way everyone gets their first reaction when they see it for the first time. But yeah, there was 3 other extra rooms, and then there was a couple of hallways and stuff like that, and I'm just like building them very basically. Some of the assets are going to be placeholder for a while, but that's just how art works on the art side. It takes a while to make pixel art because it's sometimes requires a level of deep detail, but it's also working with like very small pixels, so it can be complicated, but it's actually really fun in my opinion. I have the dialogue working. I'm just using scriptable objects for now because it's just an easy way to do this. So the scriptable object will have the dialogue, sprite, title, dialogue lines, and then I want to add like if there's a different font that the dialogue box uses, because I want to use like different fonts for each character, obviously inspired by Undertale, but I think it's just a fun way to like give a character more personality, so I really want to do that. And also have the talk sounds and the jarble whenever they talk and stuff. And then I'll also have that set up for other objects as well. So like there's scrolls, there's tablets, there's little things that you can pick up or interact with throughout the game that, there's a little bit of dialogue or something to read about. And then there's also going to be like mini games. In one room there's a maze that I set up. It's very simple, but you have to navigate through the maze to then get, progress through the game, which is fun. And then there'll be like hidden objects throughout those rooms that you can interact with, and those will also help you progress, because it's like you're in a dream, and imagine like you're in a dream, you're just like floating through space or something, and then you like find an object, like you pick something up like randomly or you just see something out the corner of your eye, and it's that type of thing. I'm gonna think of more ways of how to like really tell a story through this, but I think most things will be visual and not really told to the player, because I prefer that kind of like information given to the player. I mean, obviously there's going to be a tutorial and everything at the very beginning, and like simple enemies throughout the game to fight off, but I understand that in most games that there has to be like a game loop, and that was easy to implement, but my focus is just storytelling, so I don't want to make anything too like difficult for the player, but also give it like a challenging level of difficulty. I don't want anything to be like handed off to the player. But yeah, I'm really having fun with this project. I am excited to show more of it, and I'm excited to develop more, and I'm currently working on like some more sprites and stuff. I want to add some more like NPCs and things, just to make the world less empty, but I feel like at the same time that's kind of how I want the game to feel, is like really empty, because there's like no one here except the spirits that creature shares like a fellowship with, or it's kind of her family basically. But this is all like during when she is pronounced dead, like when she's like about to be extracted from the test tube in my comic, Something Other Than Death. So if you want to read more about Something Other Than Death, I'll leave the link in the description. I'll leave some more links to if you want to join the Discord for this, for like beta testing, or you just want to see like me working on things and stuff like that. Then I'll leave the links in the description below. And if you enjoyed this content, please drop a like, a subscribe, whatever you feel like doing, a comment. I really appreciate that. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and this is Creature. Bye.